Hi everybody, I'm just doing a favorites of 2018. Um, these are just all the things that I used throughout the year or that I've thoroughly enjoyed throughout the year. Some of them are not new, some of them are older. It's just what I used this year or what my favorites up to this point are. So thank you for watching. Follow me on Instagram and we'll get started. My favorite hard gel Bonders and TopCoats. This is Power Bond from Light Elegance. It is the holy grail. I never have any issues with lifting or anything, and they last forever. This is super shiny. The only complaint I have about super shiny is that it does not look shiny when you wipe the sticky layer off initially, but as soon as you wash your hands, it's glorious and shiny and hard, and it lasts and it stays shiny till the next appointment. So that's wonderful. This is a soak off, so technically it should be in the hard gel category, but it is also very shiny, and I do use it on my hard gels every once in a while, and it is a no wipe top coat. This one is also a no wipe, and the only reason why this one is staying in the hard gel category is because I do use this one when I'm using chromes. I don't have a hard gel no wipe that I like, so this is what I use. It is a soak off, but it works wonderfully for chromes. This is my hands down favorite matte. I do use this on hard gels, but it is also a soak off. But it is my favorite matte. I kind of will give you a like example of this matte top coat further down the video. For my base hard gels, this is Cool Gel. I use it for everything. It is grand. I use it for base. I use it for build. I use it to fix imperfections. I feel like it's not their strongest gel, but it is strong enough. I don't have issues with people cracking or like lifting. I rarely ever get people that come back with damaged nails. I actually had a client come back recently that had cracked her nail all the way down to the core, and the thing still did not break off. So it's a pretty good gel. I like it because the consistency is nice. It's not watery. It's not runny. I do have to build one nail and cure it at a time because it's not heavy enough for it to stay put. But that is what this one's coming up to. This is the Light Elegance Builder Gel. As you can see from like the scrapes in there, this does not self-level, and it does stay put. I can do all 5 fingernails and then cure one hand at a time because it will not move. I don't use this one as often though because I actually prefer to work with a little bit runnier, so that's why I use the Cool Gel. This is the pink one step. This is probably one of the more popular pinks. If you're going to do pink and whites or even just by itself, it's very pretty. It's very classy for like, like wedding nails and stuff. It's just a pretty pink. It's probably my favorite pink if you're going to do pink and whites or even French ombres. It's not the one I typically use for French ombres as much, and I'll get to that why. This is Cover Pink. Cover Pink I use as a base for my French ombres. I will blend the pink and white with this initially and then blend it again and then build with the next pink that I'm going to show you because it covers really well and it's paler, but I really like this, and it's also super pretty by itself. I have quite a few sets with just that. If any of you want to see how I do my baby boomers, I have a video and I'll attach the link below. This is the pink I use over my baby boomers. It just blends really nicely with the white because it's a whiter pink. It's cooler pink. Also very pretty by itself. Also, all 3 of these that I just showed you, the consistency is pretty thick, which is really nice for building. This is one of the other reasons why I use this for baby boomers, is because it's very nice for building. I do cure it one nail at a time, however, because it's not extra heavy. It doesn't stay put as well. This is Perfect White, and it is the perfect white. I use it for French tips. I use it for my baby boomers. This is just an all-around good white. I like to use it as a base when I do, marble nails. Man, I couldn't think. I like to use this as a base for marble nails, and then I build and I use a different white, which is also going to be further down in the video. This is Just White. This is the perfect stark white. It's very heavily pigmented. It is perfect for art. Light Elegance has some white gel paints. I have actually never used it. I bought this on a whim and liked it so much, so I just keep using that. But I feel like I can do quite a bit of art fine lines, heavier lines, and I don't have to go over it multiple times. It's very pigmented. I can get very, very thin lines. I accidentally went out of shot when I was painting, so you don't get to see that, but you can see from that last picture that you can get pretty good solid lines, and I don't have to go over it multiple times. This is the black gel paint from Light Elegance, and it is the same. It's kind of a little bit more of a watery consistency than the other one, but I actually really like that because it paints so nicely. Fine lines, I don't feel like I have to work it too hard. I went out of shot again up here in a second, so it's going to cut out, but you get the gist. You can make very pretty thin lines. This is Mission Control. I don't like it as much as the gel paints, but I do use them a lot, so I figured I would keep them in here. They're pretty heavily pigmented. I do feel like I do need to work them just a little bit more, but their colors are gorgeous. They work really well. I like using them. I use them a lot, but as you can see, this is very well pigmented. Here's my favorite. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, Showtime is hands down one of the classiest colors. It's Showtime. It's all of my favorite colors are from Light Elegance, and my color glitter gels are from Light Elegance. But anyways, this one is just a classy, pretty, like, I don't know, it's such a rich color. This one did settle, which is not normal for Light Elegance's colors and glitters. They've got that formula down to where they don't settle. But this one does settle, and so does the next one I'm going to show you. But mixing it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, this color is just, it's creamy and velvety and very well pigmented. I don't feel like you have to put on a ton to make the coverage. It's just a good overall color. This one is probably one of my personal favorites. I use it a lot. I think it's hashtag love my job, but it's just a pretty titanium. I like dark, but I like dark and glamorous, which is where the shimmer comes in. It's a very pretty, let's pop the bubble. It's a very pretty color. I use it a lot. I use it a lot during the fall. It's just a good overall color to have. Very velvety, very creamy. It looks good with a matte top coat. It looks good with a shiny top coat. Just overall very pretty. And this is just the full color here. See it, there we go. This one is, I'm a big fan of purples. Purple is my favorite color. I don't know why I don't have more purples in this collection, to be completely honest, but this is just another good velvety purple. It does have a little bit of shimmer to it. That has kind of more of like a pearl. It's not sparkly, if that makes sense. But good pigmentation too. Not one that I feel like I have to like triple on. It's just a good solid color. Puddle Play is definitely more for these like pastel kind of more simple colors lovers. It's just a good one. I do feel like it's milky. It's a good, it's not transparent at all. It's very well pigmented, very pretty, good consistency. Good for spring, good for summer. I feel like that's actually probably a year-round color. I've used this one quite a bit in the fall too. I actually think I'm going to paint my nails this color soon. So this one's just a good overall color. I'd like to think the Academy is probably hands down the most exciting color, exciting. I was very excited when I saw this color come out. I did not have enough money to buy it as a set, buy the collection as a set. So I just went out of my way to make sure I got just this color, and then I eventually bought the rest of the set, but I love that shade of blue. It's just so pretty. This is the white swimsuit that I was referring to that I use for my marble nails. I build with that white that I showed you back there, and then I use this white for the art part. This is the top layer of white that I use. It's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but the little bit of shimmer is just really pretty. This is also really pretty by itself if you have anybody that likes the white, just plain white. It's good for wedding nails. Speaking of wedding nails, this came from the Light Elegance Buttercream Wedding Collection. I think it was called Say I Do. Just very pretty pink. It's classy. It's very girly. It's just a good pretty color. It's subtle. It's not one of those like in your face colors, and it's definitely a pearl color. It's not a shimmer. It's a pearl, if that makes sense. Anyway, very good color. This is your pink, like Barbie pink. This is my favorite pink if you want bright in your face, nice summery color. I use this a lot for art as well. These buttercreams are very nice to use for art because they're so heavily pigmented. You don't have to do a ton of like relaying the color down. The color's just very consistent. But I love this one on toes. This is probably, well, maybe not my favorite color on toes, but definitely one of my top 5. I probably say that a lot. Time for Tea feeds my inner grandma. I don't know what it is about this color, but I love this color. It's just classy and pretty and vintage, and I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, back in the days kind of color. I just think it's very pretty, very like, okay, weird. You can make fun of me if you want to. Kitty Foreman. I don't know why this color reminds me of Kitty Foreman, and it makes me happy. So I had to have this color. I went out of my way to buy this one too. And there it is up close. Just pretty. Again, another pearly one. It's not shimmery because it's not sparkly. It's Dress to the Nines. Dress to the Nines is like a mix between a shimmer and a pearl, I think. I'm not the biggest fan of reds, so this is saying something that this red is in here. It just looks pretty on every skin tone. I'm very satisfied when I use this color on people. I do not like reds on my skin tone, and I love, love, love this red on me. It's just satisfying. It's just a pretty good all-around red. It's good for Christmas. It's good for like summertime. I wouldn't go straight to 4th of July because it's not like a true red. It's got a little bit of pink in it. It's a little bit of a little bit of a bluer red. I don't know. Not straight red. Glitter gels. Like, here's my jam. Ask any of my clients. I have a problem. When I buy glitter gels, I have to show them all of them. Like, I show all of my clients these glitter gels. This is Grace Kelly. This is currently on my fingernails right now and in this video. Grace Kelly is just a pretty fun, bubbly pink color. It's got some holographic bits in it, and as you can see, this is what I was referring to. Their formula, these colors do not sink. Not the colors, the glitters do not sink. They stay suspended. Dance Till Dawn feeds my cobalt blue needs. I don't know what it is, but I am so attracted to cobalt blues. I think it's very pretty. It's just a good, kind of reminds me of like a Titanic color, like the dresses she wears, that Rose wears. I don't know. Makes me want to go on a cruise and wear this color on a cruise. But anyway, cobalt blues feeds my needs. Light Elegance's glitter gels are the bomb because the colors stay suspended. The glitters do. Very nice. Very pretty blue. This is Premium Blend, and it is possibly like the second most popular glitter gel I use. It is just gorgeous. It actually has, I mean, you can clearly see that it's like a black silver, but there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of like a brown, maybe coppery gold in there. Very tiny amount, but it is so pretty, and you know, I think it's like perfect for like Premium Blend being the title because it's kind of like coffee, you know. I don't know, like black coffee, but coffee's also a tiny bit brown. But anyway, it's super pretty, super popular, good year round. I use it a lot more during the winter. This one's jacked up, and this one like highlight of fall because it has like every color in it. It's such a pretty color. Every fall color. Because you can see it looks pretty orange and copper, but when you tilt it, you can see greens and golds, and it looks that way on your nails. This is like just a really pretty magical fall color. I use this one a lot during the fall. This is a great color for like Halloween or your transition colors for like going into Thanksgiving, but not quite winter yet. Perfect, perfect color. This is numero uno. This one is my most popular, hands down. I feel like every client wants it, every client tries it. It's not done on every single set, but I swear they all like it. And probably gets used the most. I've replaced this one several times, and as you can see, it's almost down to the bottom again. Super pretty. It's like your champagne rose gold-esque type thing. It's got a little bit more of a paler, it's not so rosy as much, and then it's got the chunky hollows in it, which I think add a super nice effect. You can see that up close here. If my camera would focus. But yeah, it's really good. Black Magic is my #1 Halloween color, and I feel like anybody who uses light elegance or is a big fan of light elegance like I am knows that this is a very popular color. This one actually got discontinued a while ago, and it was brought back by popular demand because everybody wanted it so bad. So of course I had to snatch that and get my hands on it, but it's got all of the perfect Halloween colors in it. It's got, it's got the perfect purples and orange and blues and greens, and of course the black base is perfect. It's sparkly, it's got holographics in there. Great one for Halloween all around. There's it up close so you can see all the colors a little bit better. Pop the Bubbly is probably my personal favorite. This one's like a rose gold again, but it's more of like a pale fine glitter. There's no chunkies in here. It's like a paler, there's tiny bits of pale yellow in it, but it's more of like a really, really light pink. I think it's just a classy color. This one I feel like is good. Again, year-round. I might say that about a lot of my colors, but good color year-round. It's a classy color. It's a girly color. It's fancy. I feel like it's a lot more of an elegant-esque color. Probably my favorite to do like on all 10 fingernails. Not very many glitters can I say that about. Love glitter, but not very many can I say that I want to just dump this on all 10 fingernails. You can see a little bit more of the gold in this shot. Snow Cone is one of the colors that I'm not going to lie, I almost got in a fight with the chick over this color. I took a light elegance class, the Selena writing class back in 2016, and we got to take some of the products home, and I grabbed this one and put it on my table, and some chick came and took it off my table, and I about lost my shit. I didn't want to pick a fight though. I wanted to pick a fight, but I didn't pick a fight to get it back, so I ended up buying it as soon as I got home, but it's so pretty. Ravishing Red. Again, there's my reds. Maybe I like reds more than I want to admit. This one's a very pretty red. It's kind of similar to the other red where it's got teeny weeny bit of like pink in it. So it's not really like a solid red for like red, white, and blues, but it's very festive. You can wear this during the summer. This is also a very good color for the winter and Christmas. Actually, I'm pretty sure this came out with one of the winter collections. I'm not sure which year. They're all starting to roll together, but it's very pretty. I like that it's got fine glitters and chunky glitters in them. It's just an overall very pretty color. There's it up close. You can see the chunkies a little bit better in there. Some fines and some chunks. Fire Breather. This one's magical. I did not think I was going to like this one as much as I did, and then I opened it, and as you can see, it is glorious. It's like not even doing it justice right now. It is like a hot red with some bright orange, bright yellows in there. All the fiery colors. It's just a great color all over. I did this on all 10 fingernails on one of my sets with long claws, and they turned out fabulous, and she got so many compliments. So that one's another great one. I don't do gel polishes as often, but here's my gel polishes. Luxio is probably my favorite base. I use this one more than any of them, and I feel like it smooths them out really nicely too. Luxio Shine, I've already introduced this one. Nice and smooth. Shine On, also nice and smooth. Probably one of my more favorites for the gel polish area. And hands down my favorite matte so far. I have a hard time picking out mattes, and I love this one. So there's that. And this is just kind of an example of the matte. That came out of the lamp fresh. This is wiping it off to get the rest of any shiny little remnants left off. And then you can see it's nice and matte. You like almost that dry matte. I don't like when you can still see some shine left behind in the matte. I like that this is like a dry matte. It looks dehydrated almost. This is CND's Decadence. This one is a really pretty red. It's a darker red, as you can see here in this picture. It's very pretty. It's like a plummy red almost, kind of, if that's even a thing. Gotcha isn't like your straight pink. It's got tiny bits of coral in there. I feel like it's more of a corally pink, but it's still pink. It's not as orange as your typical coral pink. And there's what it looks like on swatch. That's actually probably a little bit darker than what it looks like in person, so just take that with a, imagine it a little bit lighter. Luxio Legend is hands down my favorite gel polish that I have. I use this on my toes all the time. It's probably my favorite color to do on my toes. I use it on my nails quite a bit. It's just a pretty dark pink. It's got, I feel like it's kind of more of a purpley pink, if that makes sense at all. It's a very pretty dark pink. The pigments in Luxio gels, Luxio's gel polishes is amazing, very nice. C&D's Tundra, this is another one that's like my time for tea, kind of feeds my inner grandma. I don't know what it is. Love these kinds of colors. Love the pearl, love the shimmer. It's more of a pearl than a shimmer in this one. As you can see, it's very pretty, kind of chromy. Definitely good like wedding color. I like this one a lot. And there's my cobalt blue, and I'm super disappointed in this shot because that looks a lot more pastel than it looks. It's very, 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 very bright blue. And then of course the swatch stick that I got, it looks really dark. So if you can imagine a cobalt blue, this is actually a very pretty cobalt blue. This is my Luxa, and let me tell you too, Luxa is like climbing up my like ladder of, I don't even know how to word it, but their polishes are so creamy and so nice and just heavily pigmented. I feel like for the most part I can get this done in one coat. In fact, I'm going to show you this getting done in one coat. Not all of their colors are this way, but more of their creamy ones, they're very much this way. But even the ones that you can't get done in one coat, they're still very nicely pigmented. But see this? One coat. That's it. It's very nice, very creamy, very pretty. This is a very classy color, very basic color. Another one of my wedding collection colors. Here's that dark teal again that I love. I don't know what this color, why, kind of tropically. I don't know if that's why I'm so attracted to it. I'm usually not like a greenish fan. Obviously I love my blues, but this is just one of those colors that just has a place in my heart. I love it, will never get tired of it. I think I might use this for my Hawaii nails. Luxio Delicate. This is probably, it's like a great pink and white color. It's a very great natural color if you want, like if you have somebody that doesn't really want it to look like they have their nails done, or I actually have quite a few clients that are, what are they called? Interpreters, like sign language interpreters, so they can't have flashy colors on their nails. That color is perfect for that. This one's a good spring and summer color. I love me my pale blues and my bright blues. It's kind of not very robin egg blue. Well, maybe a little bit more robin. I think I need to go look at an egg now. But this color is very good for summer. Very good for spring. Good for bright vacations. Gel plays also soak off. It just comes in a pot. But this is probably one of my most popular. It's not even a glitter. They're like flakes. They're gold leaf type things. This is just the pink one. They have this in several colors. I have it in blue and silver as well. I'm trying to make it so you can see the gold flakes in it. But it's very pretty. I didn't know what to call this section, so art stuff is what it gets. But these are my favorite chromes. Luxa Polish. This is the Oil Slick collection. Luxa Polish has hands down the best chromes I have ever used. And I have bought chromes from many, 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 many different companies, but theirs just go on like butter. And I was so excited about this, I had to show you. But seriously, I'm using my finger right now, and you'll see they go on so smooth. I don't feel like they're catchy. I don't feel like it pulls off. When I go to put the base coat on over this, it doesn't come off. It just is really nice. Like you can see all these like little extra glitters that are left over. I can go rub them in, and then once they're rubbed in, I can get my little fan brush and just dust off what's left, and it doesn't pull any more off. It doesn't make it like streaky. It's just very clean. See that? You can see my hand in the picture. It's very reflective, very pretty. All of their chromes are like this. This is their metals collection here. Those, 6 colors? I did these swatches super fast so they don't look that good. I just wanted them on there so that my clients could see. This is my Luminara pigment from Social Claus, and I love it, and it goes good on any color. Like, I have yet to find a color it doesn't look good on. White is my favorite. This chrome is from Light Elegance, and then this one right here I think I got from Ocean Nail Supply, and I'm not the biggest fan of this holographic one. If you guys have a good holographic, let me know, because I would love to find some. These are both the Oil Slick collection from Luxio. The one on the right I just showed you, and the one on the left I cannot remember the name of it. If you're interested, I can go look it up and find it for you. Just comment below. Brushes. Super picky with brushes. I only have two that I use very regularly. This is the Micro Detailer from Mission Control, or Young Nails, not Mission Control, that's different. And then this is my, I don't ever stray from this one. This is my main brush. I use it for building, gel polish, not gel polish, but polishing. The whole thing. I use everything I do. I use with this one. Detail, I use the Mission Control brush. Young Nails brush, not Mission Control. E-file. These bits are the shiz. I feel like, you know, at first I kind of felt like they were pricey, but they come in a set of 3, and I figured out that the stupid ones that I've been buying at the beauty supply that aren't near as good were the same price if I had bought 3, so they're not really that pricey. They're really good. This bit right here is the Speedy bit from Light Elegance, and that is the best money I've ever spent. I did not realize how crappy my old bits were until I tried that one out. And this one is the Preppy bit, and I like it. It looks really intimidating. You can see how deep the grooves are, but you don't have to put any pressure at all, and it does a really good job getting all the way up underneath the cuticles, and it lifts them up at the same time. I don't use it on my natural nail or on my clients' natural nails. When I need to prep my natural nail, I use this one on the right, which is the Erica's, I think, tapered cone, I think, or tapered, I can't remember, tapered something. I'll have to look at, I'll link everything below. And then I use the Erica's drill. It's the MT20, and it's also perfect. It's great. Works wonderfully. I've never had any issues with it. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't heat up. It doesn't get tired, if you know what I mean. Very nice drill. So thank you. These are the main brands that I use. And then I also kind of wanted to give a shout out to a few of my nail techs that I follow or that inspire me. So I'll link them below as well. Thanks for watching.